You've been hurt by the same person multiple times, but every time they do it, you react like it's the first time. And people look at you and go, "What are you doing? Why are you making such a big deal out of nothing?" And then you start to think, maybe I am overreacting. Maybe I am being too sensitive. But you know, that's not what's happening. And in this video, we're going to talk about why. So somebody says or does something. So let's just pretend for a second that somebody says or does something that hurts you. Okay? So someone says something, you feel something. So maybe you get really angry, or you feel really hurt or embarrassed or ashamed or something. Now, that feeling is bigger than the situation. The situation was them saying one little thing, but the feelings that come up are huge. And so you have this experience where you feel like you're overreacted, like it's too much for what they did, like it's way too much for what happened. So what happened? You cry. You might raise your voice. You might shut down. You might get really angry. You might fight. You might freeze. You might do something that feels too big for the situation. And then people look at you and go, "Oh my God, why are you making such a big deal out of nothing? Why are you overreacting?" And then you think, "Oh my gosh, I am overreacting. I am being too sensitive." But that's not what's happening. What's actually happening is that someone says or does something, it reminds you of something that happened in the past, and your body reacts to that. You're not actually reacting to now. You're reacting to before. You're reacting to something that happened in the past. And the reason that this comes up in the present moment, when someone says or does something that reminds you of something that happened in the past, is because your nervous system is trying to get you to pay attention to what is happening right now. Your nervous system is trying to make sure that you don't get hurt again. It's trying to make sure that you don't get taken advantage of. It's trying to protect you. So it brings up all these emotions. It brings up all this energy. It makes you feel like you're overreacting, so that you will pay attention and be aware of what is happening, so that you do or not get hurt again. And in that moment, you feel insane. You feel completely crazier. You feel like, "Oh my God, what is happening to me? Why am I feeling this way?" But it's not crazy. That's your nervous system doing its job. Now, this can happen with anything. This can happen with a stranger. This can happen with a friend. This can happen with your partner. This can happen with your family member. This can happen with your boss, your teacher. Doesn't matter who it is. It doesn't matter how old you are. Doesn't matter if it's the first time that you've experienced something like this. This can happen anytime, anywhere. And what it is you are remembering something that your brain buried to protect you. So you felt like you were overreacting in. You felt crazy. You felt like, "What is happening to me?" But you weren't. You were reacting to something that you had experienced in the past. And this is completely normal. This is completely healthy. This is something that happens to all of us. So many of us are so disconnected from our bodies that we do unnotice when this is happening. We do unnotice when we actually reacting to something that happened in the past instead of reacting to now. And that's what leads to people thinking that they're crazy. They think, "What is happening to me? Why am I reacting this way?" When really you're reacting in a way that your body knows how to keep you safe. Now, here's the thing. Most of the time when this happens, you don't realize that that's what's happening. You don't realize that you're actually reacting to something that happened in the past. So you might think, "Oh, I'm overreacting. Oh, I'm too sensitive. I'm too emotional. People are going to think that I'm crazy." So what do? You try to push it down. You try to make yourself feel less. You try to make yourself feel smaller so that other people won't think that you're crazy. The problem with doing that is that when you push your emotions down, when you try to make yourself feel less, when you try to numb those feelings, what you're actually doing is you're reburying those emotions, and you're reconvincing yourself that that everything's fine when really you're not. And you're not addressing what happened in the past. And that leads to you continuing to feel this way, continuing to feel off, continuing to feel like you're overreacting, continuing to feel like you're not good enough, like you're not beautiful enough, smart enough, worthy enough, when really what you're redoing is you're re-keeping yourself small so that other people, won't judge you for feeling too much, for feeling something that maybe they don't understand. So what can you do instead? Well, the first thing you can do is accept yourself. Accept yourself and accept what you're feeling. Accept that it's okay to feel this way. It's okay to feel angry. It's okay to feel sad. It's okay to feel hurt. It's okay to feel whatever it is that you're feeling. And once you accept what you're feeling, then you can explore what came up. You can explore that feeling and figure out where it's coming from. Because most of the time when we feel something in the present moment, it's connected to something that happened in the past. And if you want to stop feeling this way in the future, if you want to stop feeling like you're overreacting, if you want to stop feeling like you're too sensitive, you need to process what happened in the past. So take some time, sit with yourself, sit with your feelings, and explore where this is coming from. And when you find it, when you find where it's coming from, that's when you can heal it. That's when you can work through it. That's when you can let it go. Because until you process it, until you let it go, it's going to continue to come up in your life, in relationships, when you meet someone new. If they do something that reminds you of someone else, you're going to feel those feelings around them. You're going to feel those emotions around them. And it's going to feel like it's the first time that you're experiencing it, even though you've never experienced it before. And that's because your nervous system is protecting you. It's trying to make sure that you don't get hurt. It's trying to keep you safe. It's trying to help you. It's trying to make sure that you don't get taken advantage of. And so you have to trust that feeling. You have to trust that emotion. You have to listen to it. Don't push it down. Don't try to make yourself feel less. Don't try to make yourself feel smaller. That's not the answer. You can't stay there forever. You can't stay small forever. At some point, you have to come back to yourself. You have to come back to your feelings. You have to start processing what happened in the past so that you can move forward and be the person that you meant to be, so that you can live the life that you're meant to live. I hope this video was helpful. If it was, please share it with a friend. Also, if you're interested in working with me, I have some programs available. And thank you so much for watching.